that wasn't even turned on. So, coming to you as we go travel to another dimension in space and time. Now, this ancient teaching takes us beyond space and time, opening of the crown chakra. Most people get stuck in the 6th and 5th, which is excessive speaking. They become intellectuals or speakers, words for money. And all the speech is the eyes, the light in the eyes, which is your 6th chakra associated with your vision. And then you make babbling sounds with your mouth and harmonic resonance with the light in your eyes, the audio-visual experience of being a human being. But this ancient teaching teaches us, or shows us, gives us the experience of Om, what's called Om. It's also the voice of many waters. I heard as it were a noise of thunder saying, the Tao, because the Tao that can be spoken is not the Tao, and Yahweh, YHWH, or YH, WH. 4 consonants which can't be pronounced, like the Tao which can't be spoken, is it the Tao? Same principle, because in formlessness, bringing this formless state of consciousness into speech, you're bringing it into the human form. You're giving form to what's formless by speaking about it, so it can't be spoken about, yet it can be experienced. At any rate, I felt a little bit of my heartbeat. I did 3 hours yesterday. Actually, more than 3 hours, because I started feeling my heartbeat in the brain, in the crown chakra. So I went on thinking maybe it would open, but I didn't. But anyway, this is the day after, and I'm doing it again. Now, when you feel the heartbeat in the brain, you see how my hands, you see they're back there, and I have my triangular forearm position for balance and support, because when you first start doing this, initially, if you've never done it, you want to just use a wall for balance, just to strengthen the neck. And then in about 30 minutes, 20 minutes or so, then you're ready for this apparatus, where it's the best one I've found. There's other ones. I used to use the chest and drawers. If you're in prison, you could use the top bunk, put some pillows up there, got nothing better to do, and practice Talia's teaching while you're in prison. Use the top bunk and put your legs across it to take stress off the neck. As I was saying, this is the teaching what Christ was teaching. Jesus, Peter, James, and John, the 3 sons of thunder, they were nicknamed, because that's what experience Om is like. It's rumbling, thundering, steady rumbling, thundering. That's outside of time and space, and all realities are heavenly worlds inside time and space. This is outside, and it's a steady rumbling thunder. Yahweh, spelled YHWH, with 4 consonants, because it can't be spoken of. But speech is part of the human form, and you're trying to get form. The human form will project its form onto what's formless. We're the only creature out of the animal kingdom, the only creature who's designed like this to be able to directly connect as a creature with the Creator via this ancient teaching, which has been it's been killed off. Right when Christ started producing Sons of Thunder and others too, started learning this. There's a mighty rushing wind, and it came about, and that's kind of like what transferring over from into formlessness is. We lose all different sense of location. having success. It started to take off with Christ's teachings and his true disciples, and it started to blossom into a beautiful flower. But they killed them off. The King Herod mentality type. Oh, I'm the big man on molecule Earth. And I kill or destroy all the competition. People with that mentality came by and killed the Sons of Thunder out of jealousy, and they're the king. This not the head, not this the headstand is called the king in of all yoga asanas. And I say it's king of all of yoga. Period. Because it's the called the king. It's a king that literally shows you. It doesn't talk about. It shows you Om. Is God is Om, and not the God who said let there be light, not the divine white living light. This is further, like Grace said, be perfect as I don't like to Father. It's where it's about the Catholic freak show, and we don't want to go there. But at any rate, this is the King of Kings. This is what they also didn't just kill Christ. They stole this teaching, stole it, and killed the Sons of Thunder because of the King Herod mentality. I kill everybody. I'm the king. I'm the big man. I'm on Earth. Well, also I guess it can be dangerous. The ego can kill people. Their self-importance. When Earth becomes this molecule, as you experience Earth is like a molecule. The dimensions and everything we project onto reality. And like Pythagoras said, man is the measure of things. In other words, the measurements are our own emanations of our own minds. For example, I went over a 20,000 ton block of granite of one of the Great Pyramids. Well, that's a projection of our physical bodies as experiencing this 20,000 ton block. But if we experience that very same 20,000 ton block via our body of light, which is our angel body, our next body, that doesn't need the physical body to live. The physical body needs the body of light to live, though. And then we experience the granite block as a block of light. It's just a piece of light. No longer has the physical properties as experienced via our body of light. Our body of light could go right through the stone pyramids. It goes right through anything supposedly that's something we assume to be solid, and that's the end of the story. It's not the end of the story. The whole Earth is a ball of light when experienced via our body of light. But at any rate, that's the yoga works on other bodies besides our physical that are housed in our physical. But ultimately, we go through the body of light. Then, well, what is energizing our body of light? And that's our ethereal body. And then we realize the astral body needs the ethereal body to be alive, but the ethereal body does not need the astral body to live. And the ethereal body is Asian. It's an Asian body. And I'll go into later the difference that Koama explained, the horizontal feature of Asian eyes. But the principle of the Asian body, or the ethereal body, is, in a word, it's developed through via meditation, because the Asian body is energized, the ethereal body is energized other light outside our visual spectrum, our tiny little infinitesimal spectrum of light that we perceive as human beings with physical bodies. You know, that 1%. The other, outside of that, we have the divine white living light that we can't see with our physical bodies. And that light is living. That light sees, but doesn't have eyes, and hears, but doesn't have ears. And it knows omniscience, but doesn't have a brain. So that's here right in front of our face right now, but we just don't see it with our naked eye. And, you know, the Holy Spirit is called our Atman in yoga philosophy. But it's the divine white living light, and it's alive. And it's here 24/7. And at night, you look out and see a dark sky, but that sky is really brilliantly illuminated. It illuminates in the sky more at night. It's, you know, you can see it, actually see it in your body of light. At night, it's more pronounced. You can see it. And so the night isn't dark at all, but it's brilliantly illuminated with the divine white living light. Anyway, this is again kind of impromptu. I just felt like doing this talk. I jotted down some notes about, well, the first is the pineal gland and fluoride. 60% of our water supply has fluoride in it, and that magnetizes towards into the pineal gland 4,000 times more than in any other gland in our body. Pineal gland is associated with the 6th chakra in the brain. And we increase the size of our pineal gland by 2 to 5 times by doing this exercise. By 2 to 5 times, increase the size. It's supposed to be the size of an eyeball, but it's the size of a little raisin, little shriveled up raisin. And that's not healthy. That's because the human race has a condition. We have, you know, say Earth is round or is it flat, you know, and they argue about that, but the Earth is actually square. From my perspective, they turned it into one great big giant rubber room, you know, and people are bouncing off the walls of their bubble of perception, self-reflecting bubble of perception, you know, they call it reality. It's their own self-reflecting bubble of perception, and bounce off the walls and make babbling sounds with their mouths and carry on and live their lives in that manner, and they're vexed by their 5 or 6 senses, and they don't know, which is outside of, which is a sensory, an awareness outside of the awareness of our 5 or 6 senses. It doesn't have that vexation of, it's not vexed. Vexation and vanity of spirit. All is vanity and vexation of spirit, like Psalms or Ecclesiastes